Hello everyone, my name is Benji, and welcome back to the Planet Crafter, where it is very angry at me outside. Last time we left off, we went through pretty much all of the basics, like the literal, like, there is nothing simpler than this that exists. Wind turbines, pressure things, and veggie-tubes. So today we're gonna kind of get through some of the more intricate pieces of things, or at the very least we're gonna start moving around and exploring and trying to find the things that we need to make the heater tier 1, which is iridium. And I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea how to get to somewhere that has iridium right now. So we're gonna have to find that sort of over time. And then the progress screen does not unlock until we have heat. Also, the sky is mad at us now. Nice. Also, I noticed one of the things about the starting zone is a lot of the meteors crash up there, which does not help me in the slightest. Yeah, it doesn't really help me that much. So the first thing that I really want to do today is a little bit of work on our inventory and our, like, exoskeleton stuff, because we really don't have all that much. So the first thing that we're going to do is the exoskeleton, so titanium, silica, and magnesium, and then another titanium, another silica, and a piece of iron that I already have. So 2 titanium, 2 silica, and 1 magnesium. 2 titanium, 1 silica, 2 magnesium. And that is going to get us our exoskeleton, and it was not 2 pieces of magnesium, it was 2 pieces of silica. I'm stupid. I probably even said that. I'm just dumb. So there, the exoskeleton essentially gives us +3. It gives us +4, but it itself takes up a slot, so +3. And then the oxygen tank tier 2 needs 1 silica, 1 titanium, 1 cobalt, and 2 magnesium. Now we need that 2 magnesium, 1 silica, 1 cobalt, and 1 titanium. Then we can get that. And now our oxygen is 2 on it. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. I am running out of food, which is kind of making me a little bit worried because I don't actually have any other food. Oops. Maybe we should put this somewhere else. We're gonna put it there. What did I just unlock? I just unlocked the drill tier 2, which I'm not gonna mess with yet because it requires a lot of energy, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that stuff later. I don't really think there's anything else in here that I want right now. Maybe the torch. We'll go for the torch. For those of you not familiar with what a torch is, it's a flashlight. For all of my American friends, it's a flashlight. It's that simple. Now, before we head out and start exploring, we do have 2 more seeds, so I'm going to go on ahead and make 2 more veggie tubes. So I need 1 piece of magnesium each, 1 piece of iron each, and 1 piece of ice each, which is super easy to get. It's just kind of everywhere right now. So yeah, eventually once we start getting to a heat level that is a little bit larger than our current heat level, that's gonna start to melt and go away. So yeah, that's something that we're gonna have to watch out for. I'm gonna grab our oxygen capsules and just more iron so that we can do wind turbines like this. Bingo bongo. So let's go exploring. Now, there's nothing behind the sand waterfall, or the sandfall. I don't know why I keep calling it sand waterfall. The sandfall. There's nothing behind it. Nothing important at all. Ooh, aluminum. I'm gonna go grab that actually, and then take that back home. So the only ways for us to go are through the chasm. And I happen to know that the other side of the chasm here is just another big chasm. So we're gonna go that way. And I can kind of show what is in the chasm, at least a little bit here. But I'm just gonna kind of continue. I'm also gonna do my infinite oxygen trick, which, by the way, is 1 piece of silica, 2 pieces of titanium, and 3 pieces of iron, in order to have infinite oxygen no matter where you go. Little inconvenient to work with in the very beginning of the game when you don't have a whole lot, but like a whole lot of inventory space or a whole lot of oxygen, because then you have to do it over and over again, but it still is going to be worthwhile, I promise you that much. So this is known as the sulfur fields. That's a piece of ice. It's also a piece of ice. Where's the sulfur? This is known as the sulfur fields because it has sulfur. It also has aluminum in it. So that's just something to kind of know where it's at. Also, there is a set of coordinates down here in the bottom left. So if you ever want to find the areas that I'm in, or, you know, whatever, you can take a look at the coordinates down in the bottom left, and that will tell you where to find the things that I am currently doing. So immediately I see 1 chasm over here. I don't know where it went. It's probably behind that big old metal thing. But I think it is about time for us to make ourselves a little bit of an outpost. There it is. So, boom, living compartment. Oh, shoot. I don't have a piece of titanium. Give. You'll see I'm gonna start to black out here. I like leave it. You start to black out, your heart starts thunking in your ears. Yeah, that's the sound of you suffocating to death. So over here we saw this chasm, and for a second it looked open, but that was just before this ice rendered. So this chasm is blocked off by this giant ice that starts melting at 100 nanokelvin. So yeah, we have a long way to go on that front. I think we're not even in the thousands of nanokelvin as of yet. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that because it's not super important. I'm also gonna drop, well, I'll keep some of these to make another outpost, just kind of as I go. Which means I'm also gonna grab another piece of titanium. Also, why did I grab the magnesium? I need silica, not magnesium. I always get those two confused. I don't really know how to not get those two confused. And then you can see here there's another chasm that also starts melting at 100 nanokelvin. Which I think is odd, because I know what's behind each of those ice walls, and I feel like this one is a lot less important than that one is. But, you know, it's not my game. It's the developer's game. So I'm just kind of going to wrap around the side over this way. I think I have enough resources. Yeah, I have enough resources to make myself another base. I'm not gonna yet, but I have enough resources too, which is good. And this is the way that I'm gonna want to go. I'm gonna go on ahead and consume my oxygen. So back that way is the sand falls. You'll be able to see it. There it is. So that's our base. And that's a ship. And also that's a backpack tier. Now I'm gonna make my second little compartment here. And this is a giant open desert leading up to that ship, which is very interesting. And I really want to check out that ship. I'm gonna go drop off. I don't have that much in my inventory, never mind. Oh, gosh, it's dark outside. Beautiful views of the exoplanets, though. Wow, that's crazy. Look, there's another one over there. That's a beautiful horizon. So there are shipwrecks in this game, as is, I think, pretty obvious by what we are currently looking at right now. I think it's pretty obvious that there are shipwrecks in this game. So these are just kind of scattered around, and we will be able to find them as we go. Now is when I'm gonna... Well, actually, I can make myself a forward operating base, which is good. There's where we just came from. I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna make my fob. Come on. Up you go. Character's not exactly great at climbing things, as is decently self-evident. Now, the ship keeps making noises, which I think is odd. But at this point, I am gonna go back and dunk my inventory back home here. Just save you guys the trouble of everything that I have to deal with as a content creator. Ain't that the best part about watching somebody else play video games? You don't have to do any of the monotonous shit yourself. You just get to watch. But yeah, I'm gonna run back home, I'm gonna drop off my inventory, and then we're gonna explore that shipwreck and see what the heck is going on with that. I'll be back soon. So I managed to find something interesting on my way back. This little piece of nugget called iridium. Now, the heater tier 1 requires iridium, which I was hoping to find in that shipwreck. And don't worry, we are still gonna go explore the shipwreck. I promise that that's not out of the question right now. We're still gonna do it. I promise. But before we do, we're gonna build ourselves a heater tier 1 now that we actually can. And kind of depending on what that does to our wind turbine array here, we might upgrade a little teeny tiny bit into solar panels. Now, I literally already have enough to just go on ahead and build this thing. It did not crash our power grid. We're still a whole net kilowatt hour. That's amazing. Now, it's only 0.3 picokelvin per second, and we need to get to nanokelvin. Is the next order of magnitude up. Meaning, we have a pretty long way to go. Now, does that surprise me at all? No, not even in the slightest. Does it surprise me that we have a long way to go on that regard? It's going to be a while until we can really get those. But for now... 2 nanokelvin? Seriously? Ugh, so 2,000 picokelvin. 2,000 of what we currently have. That's gonna take a hot minute, which luckily for us means I have a hot minute to go and explore the shipwreck, which I'm gonna go do now. And like I said, I'm not gonna subject you to the torture of me walking for like 3 minutes both ways. Yeah, I'll be back. Alright, we are here at the back of the ship now, where the thrusters are, and you can see there's kind of like another cockpit around here as well. And that is actually because there is like another entrance here. So there's like all the debris and stuff from the crash, obviously, and then there's this entrance here. And this is where the game really starts to remind me of Subnautica, because you get into these wrecks, right? And you're like, okay, cool. So there's a wreck, and there's probably some loot in it. But if I get lost, I run out of oxygen, and I perish. And yeah, no, that's literally what happens in this game. If you get lost, just like if you get lost in Subnautica, you do in fact get to perish, which is pretty nice. But the difference from this game to Subnautica is the fact that in this game, you can deconstruct different parts of it. I'll kind of show that off once I actually get to a part that allows me to, like right here. There are parts of the wrecks that will be in your way, and you can deconstruct them, and they give you a piece of iron. Now, the pieces of iron are not exactly super valuable to us right now, so we're just kind of going to leave them behind. Now, I'm probably going to suffocate to death, and that's fine. No, I'm gonna suffocate. I'm gonna suffocate, like, right next to the fucking life pod. Oh my gosh. Look how close I was. But the great thing about it is the fact that you just kind of, like, have all of your items literally right there. Now, can I get a piece of iron? There we go. So for right now, I'm just gonna store everything in the fob, like, as we go along, and get more and more in the depths of the belly of the beast. Just because there's going to be some stuff that I prioritize taking back. First of all, uranium. That's huge. That is huge to have, and we're going to do it. Super alloys aren't the most amazing thing in the world, but they're probably a little bit better than aluminum is, and then iridium is super crucial to us right now, because of the fact that we really, really want to focus on our heat inputs so that we can start melting some of that ice and getting some really, really good progress done. Like that. There's the heater tier 2, which means we're going to be able to make some heater tier 2s when we get back. The other thing that we're gonna, oh my gosh, that's so much iron. That's good to know. If I ever need iron, just come back here. You know, and I might even actually just take all of the iron and stuff that's down here and just put it in a chest on the surface, just so that I don't have to come all the way back down here in the future. Grab all of that. So now, as soon as we get back to base, we can start messing around with a gun. It's like a gun. We can start messing around. That definitely looks like a gun. We can start messing around with the heater tier 2s as soon as we get back home. Super duper on the money. Yeah, look at all of that. All of that good stuff. Now, this is a fob, so I really, really do not care about, like, resources and crap like that, and organization. I do not care about organization operating base. That's just me. Sorry if that's not you. Gosh, just let me up these things, please. So there's just a bunch of different ways that we can go. Oh, what that just let me... What? Deconstruction chip T2 required? That's new. That's kind of cool. So we'll have to come back here. That's actually really nice, because the last time, like, we didn't have to come back here. We could just, you know, do it and then leave. Seeds just kind of on the ground around here? No, but there are some seeds in the midst of the wreckage, which is nice. Keeping an eye on my O2 level now that I'm, like, getting really deep into the belly of the beast here. Fusion reactor, good to know that that's here. Blueprint microchip, alright, cool. I'll be able to talk about that this episode. That's awesome. I'm a fan of that. You know, I'm a windmill. Construction chip T2 required. Very interesting. It's very, very intriguing to me that there's now the deconstruction chip tier 2. Because I don't know what exactly that is going to get us. We're going to die again. I'm so stupid, I swear. I swear, I'm so dumb. No, you know, I'm going to live this time. I'm going to live this time. I loved the exploration of Subnautica. The exploration of Subnautica was like one of my favorite things in Subnautica, was being able to explore everything and really see truly all that the game had to offer for. So being able to recreate that in this game has been and will, I'm sure, continue to be a blast. Now, let's go on and head back in for another dive here. I say dive because I'm talking about Subnautica, but you know what I mean. And let's see kind of what the rest of it is. Oh, so we came from that way. Ooh. Seed Tuskas. Not bad, not bad. I'll take that. I'll take that. Was there anything else up here? Apparently. Very interesting that it's like letting me deconstruct wrecks and stuff, but I can't actually see what I'm deconstructing. I think that that is all that this one has to offer. So I'm gonna start ferrying some things back to our main base, our hub, I guess we can call it. And then we can go over the blueprint microchip and start messing around with some of the advanced power systems. And then we'll call it there for today. I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, we're back home. It took like 20 minutes to get everything back and forth, just to give you a little bit of reference. So let's check out these blueprint microchips, because we can find these out in the wild, obviously. And then we need to decode them, and it gives us blueprints. So agility boots tier 1. And unless they changed it, these are always in the same order, and there is a Wikipedia for that. I have looked it up before because I wanted something specific and I wanted to know how long it would take me to get it. Long story short, it needs like 12, so I'm not going to worry about it this time. And then we'll just do whatever that is later. So first of all, the mining speed, obviously, you know, it reduces the time to mine ores. Not super important, but, you know, decent when we have a stockpile of resources to burn. Agility boots increase our movement speed. These are a must. 2 pieces of fabric, 2 pieces of aluminum. That is 100% a done deal, because now look how much faster we move with versus without them. It doesn't seem like much, but it is substantial. I totally feel the difference going between saves. So we're 100% going to stick to that. Now, the next thing that I would like to do, I'm just going to grab like 6 of these, and we're going to make ourselves a dedicated power platform. Something that I kind of started doing in my last series that I did on this game, where I had like one platform and it had all my nuclear reactors and fusion reactors and stuff on it. Yeah, no, we're 100% going to do that for this game too. I think it looks nicer, and I think it keeps us a little more organized. And we're going to build just a bunch of these solar panel tier 1s. They're super duper cheap. That was the aluminum one still. Let's go on ahead and build 5 of them, because that's going to give us a substantial amount of power. And I have... let's back off to 4. Just because of my silica supply. And they're super cheap. They're going to produce us lots of energy. It's going to be great. So let's go on ahead. Let's just put them like 2 to a platform. Kind of starting in the middle here. 1 there. And then... You know what, actually fine. If you want to default to that direction, we can default you to that direction. And we can just put you like there. And we can put you like there. You. We can put you like there. And we can put you like there. And now technically we could get rid of these, but I'm going to keep them around for now. So that now gives us a differential of net... what? 26.65. It does the math for me. I don't know why I was trying to do the math. Which means we can upgrade our heater to tier 2s next time. Yes, that is going to be it for today. Next time we are going to upgrade to tier 2 drills and tier 2 heaters, as well as start to really dive into some of this as it starts to unlock faster and faster and faster. I'm just gonna make the backpack tier 3 off camera, and then we are gonna be able to start diving into a whole bunch of new wonderful stuff next time. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, but without further ado, adios, sayonara, au revoir, hasta la vista, das vidania, wiedersehen, ciao, and goodbye. Gonna get some water before I die. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Get some sleep if you need to. Don't forget to stay hydrated. This video is in the bag, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later, y'all.